Hello everybody and welcome to the Sweeney Show, Business and Law Podcast. Joining me here today is Brendan Keary, formerly of the Kearys Motors Group.
I still love the I'll never go that
the
far.
car store.
Yeah, car store.
Brendan, you're very welcome.
Thanks very much, Dave.
Sorry, we were just spoke off here just briefly about Brendan has a new role in the last year.
Yeah.
Where you've moved from, I suppose, operations in Kearys car store to a brand new, we're in the shiny brand new Dublin facility at the moment, the Dublin car store.
Yeah, so I suppose I was in Renault for the last 7 years, and Kearys Renault in Cork, and then moved to car store then in December last year in Cork initially, and I suppose we opened here in May, and 4.5 acre site. Very exciting times, and to get out up in the big smoke, as they say, I suppose, so exciting.
Well, I wore my pink tie for the
I know, fair play to you. I feel bad now wearing pink then.
Pink.
All the pink, and I didn't wear pink then, I'm letting the side down in fairness.
So have you always been in cars? Has that been your family business? Or
I suppose, to give you the background really, Keary started 33 years ago.
Is that your dad? Or
Bill started it 33 years ago. What actually happened was Bill's from Dublin, was selling French ladies' polo necks and Mickey Mouse toothbrushes in the Dandelion markets in Dublin, and his uncle Paddy O'Callaghan, who had O'Callaghan's the Clonturk, the Toyota dealership, saw him in the markets and said, would you come down for a few months and sell a few cars?
He saw some sales?
He saw the sales in him, and said, so Bill moved down, and I suppose, first few years took him a while to get used to it. Then, unbelievably ambitious, that kind of way, went into business then with Paddy. They opened O'Callaghan's in Mallow, and Paddy, would have been Bill's mentor, huge, great man and rallying legend in Ireland. Paddy O, people would know him as, nationally. And then, Bill anyway wanted to open in Cork. Paddy said, you're a bit too ambitious for me, in fairness, was very favourable to Bill and said, here, you go and do your thing, I'll do mine. O'Callaghan's the Clonturk is still there, Con O'Keefe is running it, doing a great job.
Toyota,
and, it's Con's business now. And, Kearys then, I suppose, Bill moved up to Grange, opened...
and did he start with one brand of car?
Yeah,
or did he
I suppose we had, we started off Kearys of Mallow and Kearys of Cork, Toyota for 33 years, up to 2011, I think it was, 2012. Then I suppose Toyota wanted to do their thing where they wanted dealers who just sold Toyotas.
Only.
We were selling Renaults and we were selling BMWs at the time. So I suppose we moved away after 33 years. We were the number one Toyota dealer at the time. So that was a big move, in fairness to Bill and things like that.
It's very brave to do that, isn't it?
Well, I suppose, it's something you had to do. That was the time, and we were number one at the time.
But did that kind of marry into, was it 2011? Is that what it was?
I think it was 2012, I think it was, yeah.
But where was the car market generally then?
Being honest, what happened was, I suppose, we actually went with Renault in 2010. That was the time we had an empty box on the Kinsale Road roundabout, and the scrappage scheme was there. Renault was absolutely brilliant for us. The numbers were there immediately. Scrappage scheme, there was 3,000-4,000 euros off cars.
Yeah.
Really good cars, solid, reliable. And being honest, Renault really helped us at a very hard time. If you look at the car market, in 2008, the car market was at 185,000. In 2009, it was 55,000.
Wow.
So there was a few very hard years there. In fairness, I think
what do you do when that happens, or what did you do? Because obviously business is sometimes just about survival.
Yeah, definitely.
And making really tough decisions to get from there to where you are now.
And being honest, I think it was about survival at that time. Our numbers probably went down in terms of staff. Unfortunately, in terms of staff at the time, we were probably at around 300 staff.
Wow.
We went down to probably 200, unfortunately, which isn't nice. We were lucky that we were able to keep the core management team, and a lot of the senior guys who've been with us for a long time, they're still with us. They're part of the family. It's a family business, and they are a huge part of the family. So I suppose now, if we look at it now today, I think we're at 350, nearly 400 staff. Majority of them in Cork. I think it's over 320 in Cork, which is, a lot of people wouldn't realise.
It's a huge enterprise.
It is, there's 10 garages now, and...
so is that across then a wide range of brands now?
I suppose in terms of brands-wise now, we have BMW, BMW Mini, Hyundai, we have 3 Hyundai garages, we have Nissan, we have 2 Nissan garages, We've 2 Renault garages, we've Renault Dacia, then 2 car store garages. So it is a wide mix of things, and we're very lucky to be associated with great brands. And that's we learn a lot from the brands, the way to market, efficiencies and things like that.
But it goes the other side as well. The brands want to be associated with a good garage and a good dealership.
I suppose
and service
we're very
history.
lucky with the Kearys branding. We it is a brand. We're very protective of it, and in the Cork area, we've done some market research. It's well known in Cork, and it's something we try and give a good level of service. We're working very hard to bring that to a better level, and we're constantly evolving and changing.
So back then, in say, we call it the recession.
Yeah,
but when the sales
of course.
dipped, the government tried to bring in some measures. Right?
Sorry.
Sorry,
Will you get one of the lads? Just John, give me the price. Sorry, good.
no, that's all right. do you want to take that?
No.
You sure you're right? Back when the sales dipped, the government tried to help out with some measures. They brought in kind of the 131 reg license plate. Did that help sales? Did that bring people from the January that would have bought? Did they bring them into the July sale or June sale?
Being honest, what they were trying to do with it is if you look at it, I think it's 70% of sales was in the first quarter of the year. So January, February,
people
March.
wanted a new range.
So it's a very long 9 months trying to kind of hold your place in the business and things like that. And did it help? It has definitely helped. I think July is a good month, January is a good month, but it hasn't. In the UK, there's March and September; they're equal. Whereas here, January is still the main show in town, and it always will be. People like to see the 181, the 191. The new number definitely brings, and it'll be interesting.
But did it help sales?
It definitely did help sales, which is what we wanted. I think 2020 will be a very interesting year because the new number plate will look different.
Oh yeah.
So
just start from 0-0. 01, 00.
They haven't kind of announced yet, so I suppose it'll probably be 20.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Very good. And so you've made a big move up here to Dublin, to the Dublin car store. How's that been going for you?
Yeah, Dublin's been brilliant. Complete learning curve. The Cork market, I suppose, we have efficiencies there. You have a team of people.
So the car store that's starting Cork, and then expanded up here. Or
what actually happened was we opened car store in July of last year.
And that's second-hand cars, is it?
It's second-hand cars. So to explain what car store is, it is all makes, all models, franchise cars. What are we doing differently? We're giving a year's warranty, making sure the cars are at a certain level. Where are we getting the cars? A good selection. We're coming from the UK. We're trying to pass on the best savings. It is our value offering. In terms of we sell Jaguars, we sell Yaris's, we sell everything.
Is that a wide range of years, a wide range of budgets?
Like 2013 to 2017. Okay. Because we want to give the best quality car, we have to be able to stand over it because we don't, with Keary's name associated, we don't want to be selling anything inferior or a product that might break down.
Was that an adjustment then for you in your sales? Because I think it's not very easy, but it would have been easier to sell a brand new car and stand over that, or is it? Are you selling a different market now?
We're totally getting to a different market, and we're learning. I was talking to Bill last night. We were saying everything we thought we knew about the motor industry, we didn't know.
Okay.
Things that we didn't know, selling. To give you an example, we put an ad on Facebook on Friday evening on a traffic minibus. So it was a 9-seater or whatever. Sorry, it was a Volkswagen minibus, and we put that out on Friday evening. On Friday evening, that was at 8 o'clock. 10 o'clock, we had a finance proposal. And then this morning, that customer went for it.
Through Facebook?
Through Facebook, yeah. So it was interesting. But it was, it just shows we're learning new niches that we never knew about. But
and your social media is so strong. Your brand is obviously that's built through the years of your dad's reputation and hard work and his good name. But social media now is taking that to a newer audience.
Definitely.
And do you find that it's working for your business?
Facebook is one, in car store, I would think our main referral or source of sales is Facebook.
Wow.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time in it. I do it personally. I just mentioned to you earlier, just off camera, that Paul Green has joined us as a head of digital. We see ourselves going forward as a digital retailer, and we need to move with the times. We want to make it as easy for a person to buy a car as possible. So we're looking at everything. Can someone sign for a car online? We want to have it can we go out and give it a test drive to a customer? We want to make it a flawless experience.
So basically that customer is at the couch at home on TV, maybe on their lunch break, they're on their phone, and they're like, they've either searched already that they're looking for something in the market, or you know by it was their own history.
Being honest, like we can see how many cars are being viewed, but like the thing is that what we're doing is, so a customer will ring in now. Before that person will say, I'll come in at 4 o'clock. If a customer rings us now, our goal is within half an hour to have a personalised video to them, so we can show them a full view of the car. Then we could try and get them to come in to have a look at their own car, work out the figures. But then if someone, like we have a lot of cases where we don't see the customer, we might deliver the car to them. They could be in Galway, Wexford, Donegal.
Wow, so the whole industry is changing, so isn't it?
Completely changed, because I suppose before your main competition might be your local guy down the road. Whereas the car zone, I think the average car buyer now will research for 16 hours before they buy. So we're investing in photography. We actually have a photographer downstairs, professional photographer, to make sure the cars are presented in the best way. They stand out online, 360 videos so the person can see the interior of the car, exterior of the car, and then video presentation. So
but you don't just, a lot of your social media is kind of a bit quirky as well, isn't it? You're kind of using personalities.
I suppose we can be quirky. I can be a bit weird at times. We all can, and we started.
But it works. It's very effective.
Yeah, I suppose we started off. We leveraged the Munster. We're obviously Kearys Renault are they're the car sponsor for Munster Rugby, and we're saying, how do we use the Zeebles, the Tautés, and we kind of got
without it being forced.
Without it being forced, and we just said, I suppose we're very lucky with Simon that Simon's a huge personality. I feel he's missed a Munster, definitely. And
well, I'm not sure if he misses Munster if you follow his Instagram.
I know exactly.
He's having a great time in Paris. He's playing really well.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. For
I'm delighted to see he's doing so well. But to have we put in him and Saili in a car. Yeah. And we're saying, lads, just go and be yourselves in the car. Yeah. And the lads came back and we had 2.5 hours footage of stuff. Yeah. Trying to edit it into an 8-minute video was near impossible.
When you put that out, then did you see the response to it?
We saw the response, in terms of I suppose what we put out is our first video was the mini road trip. Owen Durham and Owen Hodman came to us at Patrick Parfrey, and they wanted to do a road trip of Ireland in a mini, and we said we'll take a chance on these young lads, and we got that got 300,000 YouTube hits, opened our eyes to video, and all of a sudden we're saying, what can we do? In terms of sales, it's very hard to track it. That's where Paul and the head of digital is coming in. Anything is tracked into Google AdWords. But did you
obviously you see these things work, but there's so much goes on behind the scenes. So have you educated yourself on social media, on algorithms, on analytics, on Facebook ads?
Being honest, I'm a huge, I mentioned I did a course with Gary Vaynerchuk this year. I know how to make a video. I've learned how to use Final Cut Pro.
Is that kind of the whole answer about self-education? Knowing yourself, because you have the knowledge about the car market. Yeah. A lot of people sometimes pass it over to an intern or a young student, and while they may be savvy with social media, they don't have 15 or 20 years car experience.
And I suppose the thing is, you could say here, we're doing well on Facebook where other garages aren't. And I don't have any problem telling people that. Why? Because I know other people won't go to the lengths to learn the Facebook, to learn the targeting options, to learn the editing of videos, what can be done, what can't be done, Google Analytics, what can we track, what we can't track. Even in terms of, let's say we do a radio campaign now, we tag that the times that the radio ads go out to see is there a spike in website views, to try and get it all to cost per lead. So it is huge work. What do I do in the evenings? I'm an absolute anorak. I go on YouTube and I learn. I learn most evenings.
And the Gary Vaynerchuk, so I'm a big Gary Vaynerchuk fan. Did you get a lot out of the course?
Got a huge amount out of the course. And being honest, I think it's even your whole mindset. Going in afterwards, it was really good timing for me. Carster Dublin was about to happen. I think even Bill would say himself, that he saw a change in me. Do you know that? It's
gave you new energy.
Yeah, it gave me energy. I've always listened to the podcasts and stuff, but knowing, I learned so much that day. And just giving you the pep and the confidence. I talked to him. I got half an hour to talk to him about our business, and he said, "Brendan, just keep going on the journey you're going. It's the right journey." So even to get the reassurance of that, was really good.
Because I think. Even though social media is everywhere now, and we're all on our phones, to really turn it into business and leads and transferability to actual profit or turnover,
that's the thing.
It's a science.
And being honest, I suppose at the start when we did the videos, they were great and they were getting huge hits and hits
Bit
for
of crack.
a barometer. Yeah, that kind of way. Like, you know, whereas now everything I do is for sales.
Yeah.
Do that kind of way. It's like, how many leads did I get? And like, you know, how many leads did I get? How many inquiries did I get? It's like I come in on a Monday morning and I looked at how many phone calls did I get yesterday from my internet leads.
So are you 7 days a week? So sorry,
we're 7 days a week here. Yeah. So I'm.
And is the car store open 7 days a week?
Car store is open 7 days a week. Wow. So yeah, we're open 12 to 4 on Sundays and 10 to 5. And why are we open 7 days? Because people want to shop on Sundays. If I will, if like, being honest, I'm time poor. Do you know that kind of way? So if I wanted to buy a car, I'd probably do it Sunday. Yeah. So like, we're looking at opening late hours, you know, opening till 8 o'clock here on, you know, the evenings, because people might want to collect the car during the week. We have to adjust completely to the way, like, Dublin is very different to Cork even. I come to Dublin and Deliveroo, for example. Deliveroo in Cork has 20 options. There's 110 options. Like, you know, like in terms of the laundry services, people have an app here in Dublin. You know, there's an app,
pick up your own
people go, they come and collect it off you at 8 o'clock in the evening. So I think the level that people of service people are used to getting is changing, and we have to change completely. We have to change everything we've known. The traditional salesmen who are there, brilliant guys, they've done amazingly for us. We just have to be a bit better. You know, like, we have to get better.
There still is a role though for the old school
100%
car salesman on the forecourt, isn't there?
Definitely, like, you know, and those guys, it's the relationships they built up with people in their community. They're the type of guys who've been really good for us. We then have a graduate program. I think one of the guys might have walked in there a minute ago, but young, hungry guys who understand technology. That is part of it, but you can't beat relationships. You know, like, you mentioned social media. Personally, I leverage social media. I sell a lot of cars out of it, you know, and that is a big part.
It's working.
Like, it is, like, you know, and, you know, guys will be on to me. They don't expect me to respond, but like, I will respond to anyone at any time. You know, that's the thing. Like, you know. And
so if we were on the other side of the fence, say, because people might be watching, might be looking to change their car. If you were to give some advice, what tips would you get if you're looking to buy a car at the moment?
If I was looking to buy a car, big things I'd look for is warranty. You know, there's a lot of people go, oh, they just automatically go to the lowest price car. Make sure there's at least a year's warranty on the car. Why? Because it gives you peace of mind. You know, finance, have a look at the rate you're getting on finance. That can make a big difference. Like, you know, it can range from 5.9 to 9.9. That can be, you know, €40 a month. So it's a big saving over here.
The finance, is that something you offer in-house
here? We offer
in-house,
so we can do it. We can do that for customers as well. So we organise everything in-house so they don't have to go to their bank. We can do it. And it's something, you know, we try not to push, because we want to push it to make it as easy for the customer as possible. We want them to shop around to see that we're giving them the best rate as well. Like, you know, so that would be something. And just make sure there's a full history check on the car. If you're importing the car, do your homework on it beforehand. I've seen some absolute terrible cars brought in, crashed, all this kind of stuff. So just make sure you do your homework if you're bringing a car in yourself. Okay, well, that's really sound advice. Thank you very much for your time today. Thanks, man, It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. Dave, delighted to be on. The very best of luck with the new store. Thanks very much. We're really excited to see where it's going to go from here. Thank you very much. Thanks, man, Dave. Thank you. Cheers.